I hope everybody had a nice day today, as we had some pretty good volatility, guys, in the late day session. We had some pretty good volatility in the afternoon, guys. But today was a really nice day. Oh, really? Did that really just happen right now? Guys, hold on a second. We may have Pelosi and Mnuchin. Did they just come to an agreement? No, no, not yet. Okay, all right. I just saw a message that I just thought we had something here for a second. Just thought we had something there for a second. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I thought maybe we just found something. I thought maybe we just found something. Anyway, guys, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Who's with me, guys? It was a nice day today. We had some volatility pickup in the overall markets, guys. Stimulus headline related. I have been saying over the last couple of days that the headlines that are going to be moving the markets, it's not going to be the debate. It's going to be stimulus headlines. That is what is going to be moving the markets. That is exactly what moved the markets here today. And we were ready for it and we capitalized on it big time. 39% gain today on some SPY put options. I was red early in the day, came back with a big trade on those SPY put options after we got some news headlines regarding the stimulus, was exactly what I've been telling people, that's your driver right now. That's your driver. That's the catalyst that's going to move markets up or down. All right. And when everyone is sitting back waiting for headlines when it comes to stimulus, you get a little bit of chop. Okay. You get a little bit of chop. You get a little bit of back and forth. You get a little bit of uncertainty. But what it was all about today, was stimulus. Okay. And this is what we've been talking about now for quite some time. Okay. We've been talking about for quite some time. So who's with me here tonight, guys? Who do I have joining me here tonight? We got Kevin, Andrew, Knutson, Renzo, Joey, Eric, Breakout Trading, William, Martin, Jay, Eric, what's good? Rodrigo, my man, Sala, MHR, Bavana, Freddie Sanchez, KB, Martin, Renzo, Fernando, Raising Cane, Judy, what's up, Judy? Smiley, my boy, Tony Williams, Zach, Albert Garza, Steph Vandez. What's going on, everybody? Jay Shmee, the Stonkinator, a.k.a. Dippo. What up? What up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good tonight. James Cumby, what's going on, man? Sean Miller, my boy. Colin, 11-2000. Sylvia Rowland. Peter Julius Joseph is in the house. What's up, guys? What's up? Scott Berry, what's good? What's up, everybody? Awesome. We got my team is in full effect. Diana, Paul, Donna, Kat, Wendy Fonseca, Nathaniel, Raiden, Yvonne, Massimo, what's up, my man? Fausto, my boy, what's going on? East Florida fishing. Ryan Osborne, what's good? Megan, Chris Varno. Oh, the TGG team is in full effect, man. I love it. You guys are awesome. All right, we got a lot of my TGG crew joining me here tonight. I like this. Willard, my boy Richie Scala, yo, Capitan, Mike Duraco, what's good? Picasso, what's good, man? Riol, what's up? Cousin Arrow, Stealth Striker, Karen, what's good? Roosh Stage, Johnny B, my boy, what's good? What's up, everybody? Awesome. All right, guys. Nice. Sean says, Mike, October 30th is our one-on-one. I'm psyched. Sean, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait, Sean. I cannot wait. I'm excited for our one-on-one, brother. Yvonne with the TGD roll call. What's up? Jimmy Benson, what's up, my man? Lajos Farkas, what's good? Miss S, you guys are awesome. I love all of you. You guys are awesome. You guys make me feel like I don't know. You guys make me feel important. I like it. You guys are awesome. I love that you guys join me. Kent, what's up, my man? Kent, what's good? Guys, we're streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All of you joining us across these multiple social media platforms. We have an excellent live stream in store for you tonight. We are going to be talking about a quick little recap month of September. We say goodbye to Q3. We say hello Q4, and I think Q4 is going to carry with it tremendous volatility. And with volatility for us day traders comes tremendous opportunity. I'm stoked to get October underway. We're going to have several catalysts that could potentially move markets in the month of October. And we're going to go over those catalysts here tonight on this live stream. And we're going to talk about which catalysts potentially move markets up, which catalysts could potentially move markets down. Okay, I expect us to start to open things up a little bit here in the month of October. Markets got a little volatile there in the beginning of September when we had that multi-day sell-off. And then we kind of tightened up a little bit, and it looked like we were gonna really sell off, and then the markets kind of took a little bit of a pause. Now you got a little bit of a bounce back, and now we started to open things back up again today with some stimulus headlines. So we're gonna be talking about today, recapping my SPY put option trade. Okay, I want to explain to you guys how you really need to attack setups when you have technical analysis that coincides with fundamental analysis or a fundamental catalyst. Okay, when you have technical, that's the greatest situation you can ever have as a trader, is when technical analysis coincides with fundamental analysis. That is when you have to attack. And I had that exact same scenario set up for me today on SPY options, and I attacked this trade with some big size. It worked out really well. We nailed a 39% gain. I'm going to show you guys that entire trade and then talk to you about when technical analysis coincides with fundamental analysis, when you need to have confidence as a trader when those two things align. Now, as day traders, we don't necessarily need fundamental analysis and fundamental catalysts all the time to take advantage of price action, take advantage of momentum. So as day traders, I also do swing trade, but as a traditional day trader, not someone, as an active trader, I should say, not necessarily a longer term investor. As an active trader, you focus a lot more, at least I focus a lot more on technical analysis, and I use fundamental analysis to get me on the right side of a trade. I'm going to use my technical analysis to identify entry points, take profits, stop losses, etc. But when you have your technical analysis, because I was looking already at a setup on the SPY today, I was already looking at a specific level where I thought we were going to have some resistance on the SPY, and at that exact same moment, we got a fundamental catalyst. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that fundamental catalyst. But when we got that fundamental catalyst right at that key technical level, that's when I had a lot of confidence on the trade. I talked to our members in chat about it. I called out the trade. I told everybody what I was going to do before I did it. And a lot of my THD fam jumped on that trade with me, and we rode that thing down, and we got a really beautiful sell-off in the afternoon. Right around like that 2:30 mark, we really started to sell off. The markets dropped about 4 points or so on the SPY. And it was a beautiful trade. Okay, absolutely beautiful trade. I'm going to recap that trade with you, and then we're going to get into October. What do we expect in the month of October? What are going to be the lead catalysts that could potentially move markets up or down? And that is what we're going to be discussing here on this live stream. So if you are brand new to the channel, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am constantly doing live streams, live Q&As, answering questions, providing you with free educational content when it comes to both day trading, swing trading, trading stocks, and options. We cover all of it on the True Trading of YouTube channel. But like I said, if you are brand new, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you are notified every single time that we do these live streams, because I'm constantly dropping golden nuggets where my goal is that every single time you guys watch one of these live streams with me, that you feel like you've learned something and you feel like you've come out of this a better trader than you were before you got on this live stream. And I do that every single time I come on this channel and I talk to you all. So you're going to want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And of course, guys, share it. Share it, okay? Click that share button. Let's share this video across your own social media channels. We can get as many traders on here as we can, to help as many traders as we can. All right? So guys, to get things started, the same way that I start every single live stream tonight, before we get into the recap of my SPY put option trade, before we get into what to expect in the month of October and what could potentially be our are catalysts that can move markets up or down in the month of October. We're going to start things off with a blanket Q&A session. You guys have the floor. Go ahead, fire away, ask me questions, stocks, options, small caps, large caps, overall markets, whatever it is. The floor is yours. You guys go ahead, fire away. I'm going to take a couple of questions. We're going to give some time for people to log on and join us, and then we're going to get underway. Nice. Cool Life said, I made $5,200 on your SPY trade today, Mike. It was great timing. Nice. Cool Life. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. Great job. Cool Life. Great job, man. Charles Memphis says, Mike, is there any way to determine when a stock is going to flush? Not really. Honestly, you're not really. Not really, Charles, because it just happens so fast. And usually the reason why you get a big flush is because you'll have just a very large aggressive seller just come in and liquidate a position. Or you'll have stop losses that trigger other stop losses, which then creates a snowball effect of stop losses triggering other stop losses, which then trigger other stop losses. And you get this massive cascading downfall where the selling won't necessarily stop because it just keeps triggering all the stop losses, and that's when you get that quick flush because it just there's just not enough shares there to take in all of the stop losses. So that's sometimes when you get that flush. But there's no way for you to look at level 2 and be like, ooh, this stock's about to flush. There's really not a way that you can there's really not a way that you can do that or to try to anticipate it. Anthony Satal, do we see more downside to the SPY? Depends on stimulus. We're going to get into that later in this live stream, but it depends on stimulus. You know, it just depends on stimulus. It really depends on stimulus. I don't know. I don't know if markets got more downside or not. You know, we've got a really important situation going on right now with this talks of a new stimulus deal. And we're going to get into this a lot more of this later in this live stream. So I don't want to get too much into it now. I want to take more of a blanket Q&A session where we can talk about some different topics, because I'm going to really dive into stimulus and the news headlines regarding stimulus later in the live stream, because it's a major factor. It's a major catalyst that could potentially be moving markets. But if we get a stimulus deal, I think the markets push higher. William Harry, where can I find your advice to buy or sell stocks? William Harry, you have to be a member of True Trading Group. Members of True Trading Groups get my, I tell them verbally, just like I'm telling you now, I tell them I'm buying this, I'm selling this. I tell everyone ahead of time, but we also send out real-time push notifications in chat, as well as text messages. We also send out emails, but you have to be a full-time member in order to get that, in order to get those trade alerts. Stealth Striker says, do you pay close attention to level 2 before entry and during your day trades? Not really. I'm not someone that stays completely fixated and lives and dies by level 2. I trade more off of levels and chart patterns, support, resistance, you know, chart setups and technical analysis, more so than I do level 2. Level 2, guys, so many people get so fixated on level 2, and so many people claim that they can really know what a stock's going to do based on level 2. It's total nonsense. Level 2 is so controlled by algorithms and computers and high frequency traders that it's, you know, very rarely will you be able to really just look at level 2 without looking at a chart and be able to say, yeah, this stock's about to go up. You know, I mean, it's just, I don't stay fixated. I do watch level 2. Don't get me wrong. I do use level 2. I do watch it. I use level 2 to identify support levels. Maybe like if I think I see a support level at, let's say, $10 on a chart, and the stock drops down to $10, I'll look at level 2 to see if I see aggressive buying step in front of $10. So let's say it flushes down to $10, and all of a sudden all the bids just start piling on top of each other. Let's say it's like $10 support, and all of a sudden it's 10.05, 06, 07, 10, 11, 12, 15, and like all the bids just come flying on top of each other, and they don't just like sit there and like wait for the liquidity, you want to see the bids step up to capture the liquidity. So you want to see aggressive buying pressure. You don't want to see a support level here and the stock comes down to it and like all the buyers just stay here. You want to see when this is a support level and the stock comes down to the support level, you want to see the buyers all do this to try to capitalize on the liquidity on the way down, because those are aggressive buyers coming in front of that support level. So I'll look for that type of stuff when I'm looking at level 2. If I'm trading a small cap or something, I might pay attention to level 2 to see if I can spot an institutional seller that's trying to liquidate a large position. You have to understand that with a lot of these small cap stocks, a lot of these companies have really poor financing vehicles that have been in place for the last several months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. People that have given this company money a lot, and have never been able to really recoup that investment, that take advantage of liquidity events on these small caps to exit those positions. And what I like to do sometimes is I like to try to identify those institutional sellers, because sometimes you can get a really lazy institutional seller. And a lazy institutional seller is someone that is going to be on there. And let's say they've got 250,000 shares to sell. Instead of them actually working that order the entire day and selling 5,000 shares here, 10,000 shares there, 5,000 here, 5,000 there, 15,000 here, 10,000 there, you'll get a lazy trader and they just drop 50,000 shares inside market. It gets taken. Then they just drop another 50,000 shares inside market. Then they just drop another like when you start to see that type of stuff, that's when I start to say, okay, there's a serious institutional seller in this stock, and at that point, I might try to take profits off the table sooner. Maybe I stay away from the trade altogether. I might exit my trade earlier. I just think that, those are the situations where I can potentially use level 2, but I'm not like living and dying by level 2. I'm not placing a trade strictly from something I see on level 2. I go off charts. Yeah, we're going to talk about Palantir IPO today. That's another one of the topics that we're going to be discussing on this live stream. So I'll wait till we get later, deeper in the live stream before I start to talk about Palantir. Yep, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. What do you think it will take to bring the small caps out of this stiff movement? You need afternoon squeezes. I think that's what it will take to get small caps to give you really good follow through. I mean, like small caps right now, it's not that they're dead. Small caps are not dead. They're not. They're just giving you one and done moves. Like you'll get either really good moves pre-market, or you'll get like one move in the morning and the stock's dead the whole rest of the day. So it's not that small caps are dead. They're not dead. I mean, there's still some pretty good moves like OXBR a couple of days ago, PLL, APM, ADIL. I mean, there's a few. Who's HUSA the other day? Like they're moving. I mean, there still are decent moves in small caps. You just have to be quicker to get yourself in and out of them. Like the small caps right now are really good for if you're a scalper. If you're someone who likes to get in and out within a couple of seconds and you like to like chase that momentum and just get out real quick, this is an environment that you can do well on, because the stocks when they move, they're making that extended push, but then they're done. Like you're not getting a breakout move, a consolidation, and a follow-through breakout. You're getting just a pop and a drop, and it's over. Like there's a difference in the action that you can see in small caps. So you still have good movement in small caps. It's not that I don't think that you should just like throw them, in the garbage and just say, I'm not going to focus on these. I think that when you have action in large caps and overall markets like we had this afternoon, that's the place to be. The opportunity there, I think, is far greater than the opportunity right now in small caps. But there still is opportunity there. You just have to be conscious of not waiting for of like, you just got to be conscious when you're going after like that second breakout, you're just not getting it. You're just not getting the break. You're getting like the move, and then the stock runs out of momentum, runs out of steam, and it just kind of goes to sleep the rest of the day. Rather than you get like the strong morning, the consolidation during lunch, and then the follow through breakout in the afternoon. We haven't had that in a while. Do I think there will be another 3,000% in a single day move like SPI or Kodak moment this month? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's possible. It's possible. But I mean, I have no clue. No idea. There's no way anybody can know that. Josh Radke says, can anyone trade before and after hours? Not anyone. No, not some. Not everyone can, but you just have to make sure you check with your broker. Make sure that you have pre-market or after hours trading enabled on your account. So if you guys want to trade pre-market or aftermarket, you just have to contact your broker and make sure that you have that enabled and you have that feature on your account. Pangza says, what pre-market indicators do you use to put on the watch list? Gappers, floats, big percent in volume, delta from previous day. Yeah, that's the big, you hit it right there. I don't have a crazy scan. Like, I don't use crazy scan like criteria, guys. I just use leading gappers. Okay, leading gappers, stocks that are gapping up or down the most in the morning. Then I have like an unusual volume scan, which would be like 10 times average trading volume. I set price minimums on my stocks. Like, I don't care if a 20 cent or 50 cent stock is gapping up 20%. I don't care. So I'll set like a 75 cent or a dollar minimum on my scanner, because I don't trade those real cheap stocks. Have like a minimum requirement. You can also set a maximum. Like, if you don't trade any of the larger stocks, if all you trade is really cheap stuff, you can set like a $20 maximum on your share price. So nothing that, if you have a $50 stock that's gapping up 20%, you're not going to be it won't pop up on your scanner if it's not something you're going to trade anyway. And that's all I use for pre-market. And then what I'll do pre-market is, once I see what's gapping up, okay, I say like, okay, what's my leading gapper? Then I'll take my leading gappers, like, what's my list? Let's say it's 10 stocks, right? Let's say it's 10 stocks that are my leading gappers. I'll take a look at 10 stocks and say, okay, well, let me look at the volume on these gap ups. Maybe you have 3 of them that are just really light volume. One's traded, 20,000 shares. One's traded 50,000 shares. I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in you. So I just kind of move that one to the side. I want to see the stocks that are up pre-market on, hundreds of thousands, millions of shares. And then I'll take a look and I'll say, okay, now that I know this is a leading gapper, it's got, above average trading volume. Now I'll take a look deeper and I'll say, okay, what's the reason for this? Is there a reason for this trading volume? Did they get phase 2 clinical trial data? Did they just get a drug approval by the FDA? Is there a takeover rumor? Amazon did they just get a $50 million contract from the U.S. Army? Like, what is the reason for gap up? And I'll take a look at that and I'll say, okay, some of them will have really good fundamental catalysts that will warrant that type of price appreciation. Others will not. And then I'll say, the ones that have the catalyst, they get moved up to the top of my list. And then once I have now a much more condensed watch list of leading gappers with really good volume and strong fundamental catalyst to warrant that, then I'll go and I'll look at the daily chart and I try to say, okay, let me look at the daily chart. Where are my support levels? Where are my resistance levels? Which of these stocks has the best technical setup when it comes to a longer time frame chart? Maybe there's one of them is gapping above a major resistance level. Maybe it's gapping above a major moving average, something like that, versus another one is still beneath maybe a major resistance level. And then I'll move the ones with the best technical setup on the daily chart up to the top of my list. And that's how I prioritize my watch list. And when the bell rings, I'm not looking at 10 different stocks. I'm looking at like 3. The 3 stocks that I like the best. And I have a very specific game plan with those 3 stocks. So based on the technical analysis that I'll do pre-market on those, I have an idea. I have a game plan for that stock where I think this level is going to hold support. I'll look for the stock to bounce off there and, look for a push to hit. Like, I have an idea what I think the stocks are going to do. It's called my game plan. Then those 3 stocks that I'm focusing on off the bell, once I start to see one of or two of or three of those stocks start to do my game plan, that tells me that my analysis is correct. It gives me a lot of confidence then to pull the trigger and then attack that trade, and I stay focused on those stocks. But then let's say we're 10, 15 minutes into the day and neither one of those three stocks is doing what I thought it was going to do. Maybe support levels I thought were going to hold, they all broke through them. And I'm like, okay, none of these stocks are following my game plan. Now let me go look at my next basket of stocks that are on my watch list. And that's when I'll go and I'll look at, another 5 or 6 different stocks and I'll see what they're doing. And that's how I prioritize my watch list during the day, and I stay focused off the bell. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see. Next question. The pros and cons of selling the covered calls. You're going to have to sell if you get called on that option. You're going to have to sell your stock, but the pro of it is that you can take that premium in, and if the stock never reaches those prices, then you could it's free money. You're earning money on your share position. But if the stocks do reach these price points, you don't have an issue selling the stock because you'll be selling the stock much higher. But you will have to part ways with your shares. Because you'll have to deliver those shares at that price. Jason Barhart, man, that's incredible. Jason Barnhart, that's incredible, man. Thank you for those kind words. Jason says, Mike, you've grown me as a trader so much. I want to thank you. Best month ever because you teach so well. TTG is a must-have. And 22% increase in my winners after going through all your learning material. That's incredible. Jason Barnhart, congratulations, man. That's incredible. I'm super damn proud of you, man. That's awesome. Those are fantastic stats. That is music to my ears. I love hearing these stories. I really, really love hearing your guys's your success stories. It really makes me feel really good about what we're doing here at True Trading Group and seeing you guys succeed and reach your goals. It really is incredible. Jason Barnhart, congrats, man. This is just the beginning for you, man. It's just the beginning. Do I put live orders in before the open? No. My thoughts on Workhorse. Let's talk about it. I didn't even look at Workhorse today, actually. A pullback. I think Workhorse is going to consolidate in the low 20s for a little while. I think you have time on this, guys. I think you have time on this. I think that this could be a play where, we can hold above, we can stay in the low 20s. I think Workhorse is along in the low 20s. Don't forget, because you have this prior resistance, which acted as support. You also have the 50-day moving average coming into play here, though. The 50-day moving average is starting to really curl up here. And that 50-day moving average was kind of your catalyst right here that kind of pushed this thing higher. You see how that 50-day moving average just stepped in right there and really caught this thing? You see how we just stepped in right there and really caught that thing? Bang! Popped this thing right up through highs. We pulled back. We found support at that prior high. Now that 50-day moving average is starting to work its way up. I think that, if you guys are bullish on the electric vehicle market and you like WKHS, you like NIO, obviously you like Tesla. If you like the new Shell SHLL, which is turning into HYLC, I believe, is the new ticker symbol after the merger on SHLL, then, these companies are just getting started then. You're talking about like NIO only delivered 34,000 vehicles last year. What happens if they deliver 200? Then 500,000 and so on and so on and so on. So I mean, these companies are really just getting started. If you're looking at these stocks for potential like long-term holds and investments, you have to look for some of these buying opportunities. And I think you're going to get them. Like Workhorse, I think you can get it in the low 20s. But I think that this is still very much in play to move in the next several weeks to a couple of months. I think you'll see this thing up in the 30s. I think you'll see this thing up in the 30s. John Hill says, how do I get started in the stock market? First thing you do, John, is you join True Trading Group and you make sure you get a professional education first. That is the first thing that you do. Do not even worry about having to open up an account and putting money in it, because I don't want you to even be tempted to start trading with real money. I want to use our trade simulator. We have a simulator that's part of your membership on our website. You can trade stocks and options with fake money and practice, but make sure you get a professional education first. Okay, that's the key. Phantom's Edge, do you teach how to trade large caps? Absolutely, brother, we do. I trade everything in TTG, okay? I trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. I trade options, and it's not just me. We have other moderators in chat that are calling out trades that trade options in large caps. I'll trade large caps. I'll trade options also in large caps. I'll trade the stocks themselves. I trade everything, okay? I'll trade Roku, Boeing, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, Amazon. I'll trade all these large caps. I'll trade, Zoom video. I'll trade all of them. Okay, Netflix. I'll trade all these names. So, it's not, TTG is not just a small cap room or just an options room or anything like that. We trade everything. So, do we teach how to trade large caps? Absolutely. Ali Blue, I would not recommend holding small caps overnight right now. The environment, you are not getting paid. You're not getting paid to hold small caps overnight. I think it's way too risky. So if you're out of day trades, I would not enter that. I would not enter that trade. I think the risk is way too high. Nice. Claire Bradley says, hey, I just joined TTG 3 hours ago. And I saw your YouTube live 2 days prior. I'm so super new here. Have you talked about Fate or BLNK? What are your thoughts? Let's talk about them. I did not look at Fate. I have not looked at Fate. I have no idea what this stock was doing. And we are at all-time highs, it appears. Yep, we are at all-time high on Fate Therapeutics. I don't know anything about this company. I don't know anything about this company, Claire, so I really can't give you too much insight if you're looking for long-term investment type of ideas, because I just simply do not know enough about the company. Whenever somebody asks me about my advice on holding on to a stock or like for an investment, if I just looking at a chart, it's not enough for me to give you a long-term investment type of guidance. If I don't know anything about the company, I'm going to tell you straight out, I don't know enough about the company to feel comfortable giving you a real answer. What I can tell you is, on a technical standpoint, I see a pretty clear channel on Fate that you can look to try to play this channel. And I think you're going to get a pullback off of like the 42 level. And I'll draw this channel out for you right now. And there's this first little area of channel. Okay, you'll see that first little top end of the channel, and then you can draw right across the bottom end of this channel. Okay, and it looks like this Fate is trading inside of this channel. You can even extend this all the way down further. Okay, so you see this, like, it's this little sloppy channel that stock is trading in. So I don't know enough about the company to give you, some advice on it long term. But I think that, maybe 42, I would look for there to be some resistance at 42 and look for a pullback back into the mid-30s. And I think $38 can be a nice little area for you to look to buy some, just based on the chart itself. Now let's talk about BLNK. This stock's been all over the place lately. This stock doesn't know if it wants to be bullish, bearish, or trade sideways. Very, very, very whiplash, back and forth, volatile action on BLNK. The stock has these massive breakout days, these huge gap down days, and these massive gap up days. I mean, this stock has been all over the place over the last 3 months. And when you start to look at today, Today was disappointing action for BLNK, honestly. It's still in play here, and I want to point out this $10 level for you, but I really wanted to see a better extension on BLNK, but we stayed above 10. $10 is, in my opinion, your new level that you need to see this stock hold. As we zoom in a little bit, you'll see on BLNK, this support level that was previously here at 10, we dropped beneath it, we rallied back, we had the big gap up day, bang, we found resistance and pulled back. Okay, so that previous support then became resistance. We rallied it back up. Yesterday's high, again, resistance at $10. Then you zoom into today's action, and we gapped above, extended, but then we kind of gave that move all the way back. We broke back down below 10, and now we're sitting here at 1040. Today's low, I think it's important that today's low really starts to hold, and the stock consolidates above 10. I think the stock needs to now start to consolidate above 10 if the stock's going to make a move to go back up and test these previous highs. Otherwise, you may just get this stock start to chop around again inside of this range, which is a wide range. The way that this stock moves up and down, gaps up, gaps down, if you're just blindly holding on to this thing, I think it's a risky hold. If the stock cannot hold that $9.75, $10 area, if it gets below that, I think you're better off just exiting the trade. It can easily drop back down to 7, and I don't think it's worth you holding on to your position from 9.75 down to 7. If it goes back down to 7, you can buy the stock back if you want. But I think that 9.75 to $10 area, I think on BLNK, I think it's got to hold. Is it common for a stock to hit the 50-day moving average and for it to carry like that in reference to what I just said earlier about WKHS? Yes and no. The 50-day moving average is a technical indicator just like any other. So you have major moving averages that most people use, which is your 20-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, and your 200-day. Those are your most common major moving averages, okay? Not every time are those major moving averages going to be support and resistance. Not every time. Just like any other technical indicator, just like VWAP or Fibonacci retracement level or a trade line, Bollinger Band, or a standard deviation channel. Like all of these technical indicators, sometimes they'll work perfectly, they'll be in play, and other times they'll be completely irrelevant and they'll have no effect on price action whatsoever. Same thing applies to the 50-day moving average. A lot of times the 50-day moving average will act support and the stock will bounce off that area and it will push higher. But other times it won't, okay? So there are some times when you have those major moving averages that are perfect, and sometimes the stocks trade right through them like they're just not even there. That's why it's important for you to be able to use other things, other levels, other indicators that will coincide with maybe a 50-day moving average to give you confidence in that level. Just simply saying, this is a 50-day moving average, I'm going to buy the stock here, that's not a good enough of a strategy. Yeah, McPhee. I use those moving averages. So McPhee says, would you use those major moving averages for support levels on daily and weeklies? Yes. So those major moving average should be used on longer time frame charts. They should not be used intraday. You should not be using a 50, 100, and 200-day moving average intraday. Those moving averages are to be used on longer time frames. Nice. Ricky Sobrian. What's up, man? Ricky Sobrian says, Mike, your course changed me as a trader and taught me risk management. Absolutely the best courses. Thank you, Ricky. Music to my ears, man. I spent a lot of time putting those courses together, so I'm glad to hear that. Robert Samples says, everyone talks about wins, but I got hammered today on CTIC. How do I take it and call it good and make that money back without getting reckless? Robert, the best way for you to not get reckless and for you to start to or to help you get through you getting beaten up on a specific day. First of all, you should not get beaten up or killed or wrecked or anything like that or hammered on one trade. If you got wrecked or hammered on one trade, that means you either did not stick to your stop loss or you had too much position size. One of those two things. If you get crushed on one trade, one of those two things happen. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind and you got to be conscious of to make sure that your position size is always correct and that you are always sticking to your stop loss. But other than that, if you just get beat up on a day, the way that you overcome that and the way that you prevent yourself from trading reckless is to realize that losing is part of trading. Okay, there's absolutely no way around you having losing trades. It's going to happen no matter how amazing of a trader you are, no matter how much money you make in a year, no matter how high your win rate is, you are going to have losing trades. There's going to be trades that are going to kick you in the chin. There's going to be days that are going to beat you up. There's going to be weeks that you just don't know what the hell is going on. And there's going to be times when you're going to struggle. Even the greatest traders will go through funks. They get beat up sometimes, but you have to be able to come to grips and change your perspective on trading to where it's not just about making money every single day, because part of being a really good trader is being able to lose correctly, because losing is inevitable. So it's not necessarily about, oh, well, I need to go about my trading and try to never lose. No, you're going to lose. It doesn't matter. Nobody tries to lose, but you're going to lose. There's no way around that. Best traders lose better than others. And what I mean by that is their risk management is impeccable. Their risk management, they stick to their stop losses. They're not averaging down on losing trades like, some other people. They're not hoping and praying that a stock is going to bounce back. Their position size is correct. And when they lose, their losses are within their risk tolerance. They're within a dollar amount that they're okay risking per trade. And it's not one losing trade or two losing trades. And they just look like, oh my God, I just got crushed. You really don't see the really, really great traders. They don't really get crushed often, because a great trader is going to be more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. And a struggling trader is going to be, instead of worrying about how much they're going to lose if they're wrong, they become obsessed with how much they're going to make if they're right. And that's the biggest difference when it comes to a mental standpoint and a perspective as a trader between great traders and struggling traders. And my best advice to you is, if you have a bad day, if you have a bad trade, if you have to and you feel your emotions are getting the best of you, get up and walk away. Get up and walk away. Okay, take time to reset yourself. Take time to, go play with your dog, go for a walk, go to the gym, have a glass of water, go get something to eat, go get a cup of coffee, like anything to get your mind off of what just took place so you can reset your emotions, and do not let your emotions from that trade or from that bad day roll over into the next trade or the next day with you. If you have a really bad day one day and you sit down at your desk the next morning and the very first thing that comes to your mind is how much money you lost yesterday and how you're going to make that money back, you might as well shut your computer off, get up and walk back away and take the day off. Because if you come into that new trading day with the previous bad day lingering in the back of your mind, you're going to trade reckless, you're going to revenge trade, you're going to take too much position size, you're not going to stop out when you should, and you're going to dig yourself a deeper hole, and you're going to be trading with emotion, you're going to be revenge trading rather than focusing on what's in front of you. This is when traders really get themselves into some serious trouble. So it's important for you to realize that the market is always open tomorrow. This is one of the very few jobs where you will always have a shot at redemption. If you strike out to lose the World Series with the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, you don't get redemption. The season is over. Okay. If you drop a pass in the end zone as time expires to lose the Super Bowl, you do not get a shot at redemption. This season is over. If you screw up royally at work, you do not get redemption. You are fired. But with trading, no matter how bad your day is today, or no matter how bad of a trade you just made, the beauty of trading is that the stock market's always open tomorrow, and you will always have a shot at redemption. You will always have to remember that the next trading day, okay, no matter how bad it is, no matter how upset you are, There's always tomorrow. You will always have a brand new day with brand new setups and brand new opportunities. And you need to treat each day and each trade setup like a completely new day and a completely new setup, because that's exactly what it is. You cannot drag trade into the next. You have to treat each trade completely separate and be able to remove your emotions from the trade. So my advice to you, Robert, any of you probably have a similar question that struggle with this type of thing. Understand that losing is part of trading. Losing is a lot like football. So in football, when you join the NFL, everybody wants to win the Super Bowl. Everybody wants to score the winning touchdown. Everybody wants the fame, right? But in order to win the Super Bowl, in order to get that winning touchdown, you're going to get hit. It's the NFL. It's professional football. Nobody likes to get hit. Nobody likes to get injured. Nobody likes to tear their ACL or to break their wrist. Nobody likes to get a concussion, or nobody likes to get a bloody nose, or whatever it is. Nobody likes to sprain their ankle. Nobody likes those things to happen to them. But when you sign up to play in the NFL, you know that's going to happen. There's no way you're playing in the NFL and not getting hit. Some days you're going to get hit a lot harder than others. Some days it's going to hurt a lot harder than others. But that's part of the game. Trading is a lot like that. Because when you become a trader, you know damn well you're going to have losing trades. There's no way around that. Some days you're going to lose bigger than others. Some days it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt more others. But that's part of the game. You've got to get yourself back up. And if you want to score that winning touchdown, you have to be able to take the hits. And if you want to become a consistently profitable trader, you have to learn how to lose properly. And losing properly has everything to do with proper risk management. And that's keeping to your stop losses, sticking to your stop losses no matter what, and having proper size. That is my best advice that I can give to you, Robert, is to focus on all of those things that I just talked about. And it's a lot. There's technical aspects there with using your stop loss and having proper position size, but then it's also a lot psychological. A lot of what you're talking about is psychological. And I talk about this in great detail and in great depth in my trader psychology courses that are part of the Teach You curriculum that are included for free with your membership. So trader psychology is one of the biggest aspects in trading. In fact, I think it's the single biggest. I think it's 80% of trading is mental. And that's why we have not one, but 2 courses on trader psychology. That's part of the True Trading Group curriculum. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. I hope that, a lot of people kind of understand what I'm saying. And does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense, everybody? Eric Graham goes, OMG, Mike drop. This is gold. New or old traders alike, this is pure gold. Thanks, man. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it. Valerie Corpa says, can I start off with only $6,000 in my account? I know there are limits for day trades at this level. Valerie, absolutely you can start with $6,000. That's plenty of money for you to start trading. We've got TTG members that start with $500. We have TTG members that start with $1,000, $2,000. $6,000 is plenty of money for you to start trading with. Plenty of money for you to start trading with. Noble Eagle. Well said, my man. Well said. Noble Eagle. I'm going to repeat that. A couple of nice statements from another veteran trader, guys. Noble Eagle's been trading a very long time. Noble, you've been trading what, man? Like 30 years, 25 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? I mean, you've been trading a lot longer than I have, if I remember. But guys, Noble Eagle says a couple of points that I want you guys to hear. So don't focus on your trade wins and losses. Focus on your daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly P&L. Okay, very well said. Then there was another comment where there are no losing trades, only losing P&L. Again, very well said. Very well said. Spoken from a true veteran. And that's what I mean, guys. Like, do you see? okay, so Noble's been trading since 1986. Okay, so now between him and myself, two veteran, experienced, successful traders, and do you see the perception, the perspective, the mindset that we take as our approach to trading? Okay, like do you see the mindset? This is what I mean by really good traders are more concerned with their risk management than they're obsessed with how much money they're going to make if they're right. Okay. And getting into this mindset as a trader is crucial for your consistency. It's crucial for your longevity and your trading career. It's absolutely critical. You're not going to be able to be consistently good at this if you do not have this mindset and this perspective on trading. And that's why I talk so much about this. All right. That's why I talk so much about it. Nice, Patrick. Patrick says, I just joined TTG on Monday. I already got 2 successful trades. I love your mental mindset explaining. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, man. I'm telling you guys that 80% of trading is mental. Seriously, 80% of it is mental. Everybody sees the same chart. You know, I don't see something different than you do. I see the same chart. I see the same candlesticks. You know, I use the same indicators. My Fibonacci levels are the same. So why is it that one person can make money, one person can lose money trading the same stock? It's mental. It's mental. All right, guys. Okay, so that does it. That does it there for our Q&A session. I can't believe I was talking for an hour. We just did a Q&A for 55 minutes. I cannot believe how fast that time flies when I'm doing Q&As. What I want you guys to do right now, guys, give me a quick follow on Twitter. I'm posting my Twitter handle right there. Posting my Twitter handle right there. There it is. Okay, at @MikeEdward_TTG. Guys, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm constantly posting funny stuff. I'm posting trade ideas. I'm posting educational content and things to consider like market sentiment. I'm always posting some good stuff on Twitter. So go ahead and give me a follow at @MikeEdward_TTG. What I want to do now, guys, we're going to dive in. We're going to talk about the topics that we're going to discuss on this live stream. Let's go over. Let's kind of lay out the lay of the land here. We're going to be discussing a quick little recap on September. Quick little recap. We're going to talk about Palantir. Palantir went public today via direct listing. Was actually quite a shit show, and I'll explain to you guys why. Something happened with Morgan Stanley today that was actually pretty embarrassing for the company. And they had a lot of pissed off clients today, and I'll explain to you guys what happened with the Palantir IPO today, and what I think about Palantir as far as a long-term play. I did not trade Palantir today, but we're going to talk about it because a lot of people were interested in the Palantir IPO. Then we're going to also talk about October, what to expect in October. You know, there are so many fundamental catalysts that could potentially move the markets in October. And I want all of you to be aware of all of these catalysts so that you have your ears open. Okay. I want you to know when specific headlines come across the newswire, what that means for the markets, because today we had a specific news headline that came across the wire, and I absolutely jumped all over SPY put options late in the day once this news headline broke, because this is a news headline that I have been paying very close attention to, that you always need to be aware of what's going on, and you always have to have a game plan based on what the headline is about, and it's about stimulus. I've been talking for the last couple of days. I literally just did a live stream last night when I was saying, okay, is the debate going to affect the stock market? We talked about that yesterday, and I said that I think that a bigger component, the bigger catalyst that could affect market movement is not the debate, it is stimulus headlines. That is what's going to move markets. And early morning today, okay, in the early morning session, we were gapping down. The markets did not like the debates last night. As soon as the debates ended, markets sold off. The futures sold off pretty aggressively after the debate ended, okay? But then in the early morning session today, the markets start to recover. And then on top of that, Sam Mnuchin comes on CNBC Live pre-market and starts talking about stimulus. He starts talking about his conversations with Nancy Pelosi. He starts giving very positive outlook, saying that things went really well. We're talking, we're going to continue talking. Yeah, it's possible we can have a deal within the next week or so. And he said all of that pre-market. When he said that pre-market, we just rocketed. Okay. And the market just started pushing higher. We ended up going from gapping down big to going green and then gapping up. And then we continued all of that strength there today. Okay. You guys can take a look at what we did here on the SPY today off the open. I mean, we just took off. We just took off. We were strong all day until we got a news headline broke at around 2:15, 2:20 in the afternoon. And then everything changed. And everything changed. And you had to switch your gears. You had to shift gears at the drop of a dime. Okay. You had to switch gears. All right. On your game plan because of news headline. And these are the type of things that I want you to be ready for come October, because there's multiple headlines that can move markets the way the market moved this afternoon. And if you're not ready for it, you could either get caught on the wrong side of that trade, or you can miss out on really good opportunity to make money. So you can either lose a lot of money because you're not ready to pivot once the news headlines cross the wire, or two, you may miss out on really good opportunity to make money. And I'm also going to share with you guys something that we have with our True Trading Group membership that will help you drastically in times like this. Okay, times like this. Okay, where the markets are so susceptible to news headlines. You must be able to get your information quickly. If you are getting news headlines 10, 15 minutes late, you might as well not get them at all. You might as well not get them at all. So we're going to talk about ways how you guys can get breaking up to the second breaking news headlines, be the first people to get that news so that you're ahead of the group and you're ahead of the game, and you can position yourself to capitalize on that price action before the rest of the herd figures out what the news is, and then they all react to that news. You're able to position yourself ahead of that. So we're going to talk about what are the catalysts that can move the markets in October and how you can get that news first. How you can get that news first. Because I got that news today like that. And we jumped all over this trade in True Trading Group. And I was able to catch a 39% gain, okay, on a big position size on some SPY puts. And a lot of members in chat were able to follow me in on that trade. And it was the perfect setup because it was technical analysis coinciding with fundamental analysis. And we're going to talk about that as well. When you have technical analysis that coincides with a fundamental catalyst or fundamental analysis, that is when you have to absolutely attack these trades. You have to pull that trigger with such confidence when you have a fundamental catalyst that supports a technical analysis and a technical thesis. You have to pull the trigger on that trade, and you have to trust it, because you're not going to get a better setup. You're not going to get a better setup. So if you're not able to pull the trigger in moments like that, which we had this afternoon, you're never going to be able to pull the trigger. So these are all the things that we're going to talk about together on this live stream. Before we do so, and before we get things started, I want all of you to go ahead right now and show me how much you guys appreciate these live streams. Smash that like button. We've got just under 1,000 people that are watching this live stream across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. I want each and every single one of you right now to smash that like button for me if you guys are interested to learn about what are the catalysts in October. I'm not going to tell you guys what these catalysts are. I'm not going to tell you how to get real-time up to the second breaking news alerts, where I get my news from. You want to know where I get my news from? You want to know where I got my news from today that allowed me to capitalize on this trade? Because if I did not get that news release, I do not make this trade. No question about it. So if you guys want to know the catalyst and then know how to get that news up to the second when it comes across the wire, smash that like button, because I'm not going to share that information with you for free. I'm not going to share that information with you unless you guys show me how much you appreciate the time, energy, and effort that I put in to these live streams, sharing this information with you for free. So go ahead, guys, smash that like button. Let's go. I'm still waiting, guys. I'm not doing it. I want at least 30 or 40. Let's go. I want more. Keep going. Guys, I got all night. My chair's comfortable. I got all night. Keep hitting that like button, guys. Let's go. Let's get a couple more. I want 300. Let's go. I want 300. Let's go. Almost there, guys. 275. Keep going. We got 24 to 25 to go. Let's go. Keep hitting that like button. 20 more to go. Let's do it. 20 more to go. Let's go. You guys want this information for free? All you got to do is hit that like button. 10 more to go. Here we go. 3 more. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we come. You guys want this information? All you got to do is hit that like button, guys. There we go. Bang. There it is. 310. I like it. Beautiful. All right, guys. Now, as we get underway, before I get started on the lessons, how many of you right now that are live on this chat, on this stream with me, are not members of True Trading Group? If you're not a member, I want you to type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now, guys. Go ahead and type TTG. I want to see how many of you are not a member of True Trading Group. All right, Todd, not yet a member. Rollin, TTG, Stoneball, Kang, Mark, Sue, David, Tim Diaz, Ron, Timothy Gratson, Shafiqor, Victor, Paul, Clement Mill, Webb, Milan, Flavia, Jose Yanez, Harley Kidd, SM, Peter Julius, God damn you. I see you, bro. KC, Massimo says TTG, but not yet, but I will be. I'm ready when you are, my man. Clay Wilkerson, Hop Talem, R. Joyner, 69 Iffy, Sylvia, Caleb, William Robson, Brian, Cruz, Monica Sanchez, Marty Imes, finally a member. Welcome to the family, Marty. Sushil, Faye Valdez, Sebastian, Johnny Chang. All right, beautiful. We got a lot of non-TTD members. Aditya, Sam E, David Betts. Let's do this. Esperanza. Kev, Vivian Molina, Andy Acevedo. Yes, Pungza, welcome to the family. Pungza just signed up today. Pungza, welcome to the family. Nice. Matthew says, I'm enjoying the live feed. I'm joining soon. Matthew, I'm ready when you are. All right, great, guys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so we have a lot of non-TTG members that are with us here today. Now, if you are part of our TTG3 trial program, if you're part of our TTG3 trial, I want you guys to type the number 3 in chat right now. Go ahead and type that number 3 in chat right now, guys. Let me know if you are part of our 1-week, 7-day trial. If you're part of our 7-day trial, I want you to type the number 3. All right, if you're part of our TTG3 trial program, I want you guys to type number 3 in chat right now. Mohammed Riazi, Milan Adamik, Aditya Singh, Doug Pham, Robert Samples, Yes, Priscilla. Priscilla S says, I became a member 2 days ago and I already made money. Thank you. Yes, Priscilla. I like it. Yes. David Borgi, part of our TT3 trial program. Miguel Uribe, any news about Baba? I have not looked at Baba. All right, so we had a couple of people that are there, a couple of people that are right there that are part of that TT3 trial program. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. All right, really nice. Reggie Kudia, part of that TT3 trial program. I like it, guys. Beautiful. Jason Barhart says, guys, become a member. It's worth its weight in gold. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up, guys, real quick. Okay? We got a lot of members in here, guys. We have a lot of members in here, or a lot of people that are viewing this live stream that are brand new, that do not know anything about TTG. A lot of people that are asking, how do I join? A lot of people are asking. I see we've got Tony. We've got, we got Tony. We got Kev. We've got William asking, how do I join? How much is it? How do I get started? Guys, real quick, let me share with you about something about True Trading Group and tell you guys that are all interested in joining. You are in luck today because today is literally your very last day to get the deal of a lifetime, okay, on a 1-year membership to True Trading Group. For those of you that do not know, okay, when you join True Trading Group, you are getting access to a true professional education because the courses and the education that are on the website is not something that I just figured out in my mother's basement. It's not something that I figured out on my own on years of research and due diligence and back testing. I began my trading career working for a hedge fund on Wall Street with just under $500 million under management. And while at that hedge fund, I went through a vigorous training program where traders and analysts would teach myself and other people that were hired in my class would teach us how to become consistently profitable traders. I did not learn this on my own. I was taught this by traders that are far better than me and that are some of the top performing traders on Wall Street. That is who taught me how to trade. And when you guys join True Trading Group, you are getting that exact same guidance, that exact same education, that exact same mentorship that I received working at the hedge fund. As a member of True Trading Group, you are going to get daily access to our chat room from 7:30 a.m. Eastern to around 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where I share my screen with you each and every single day, as well as other moderators are sharing their screen, and I'm live on the microphone walking you through all of my trades every single day. You guys can ask all of our members that are currently listening on this live stream. If you are a TTG member, I want you to comment in chat right now and verify what I'm about to say. Okay, my TTG fam, sound off in chat and verify what I'm about to say so that people that are viewing the live stream right now can confirm. I come on the microphone every single day, and before I enter a trade, I am on the microphone telling you, guys, I am buying this stock at this price. Guys, I'm buying this option, this strike price, this expiration at this price. I tell everyone what I'm doing before I do it. I then tell them, guys, I'm taking profits at this level before I actually do it. I tell you where my stop loss is. I walk you through my trade setups every step of the way. I'm talking to you live on a microphone, just like I'm talking to you live right now on this stream. It's the exact same situation and setup. Okay, I'm calling out real-time trades. You guys get real-time push notifications in chat. You can follow along with those trades very seamlessly and easily. As a full-time member, you also get access to our mobile app. That's downloadable on an iPhone, Android, or tablet. So if you're not able to be in front of your computer screen during the day, you can still be in chat on your cell phone or tablet, see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications sent to your cell phone or tablet whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. This makes following our trades in chat seamless and easy. For those of you that have other responsibilities during the day, you're working a 9-to-5 job, you're at the mall, you're playing golf, whatever it is that you're doing, this makes it easy for you to follow along with our trades during the day. I'm not a scalper. I'm not in and out of trades within seconds. My trades typically last several minutes to several hours long for my day trades. I also do swing trades. So through this mobile app, it makes following along with our trades seamless and easy. We have many, many, many members in True Trading Group that work full-time jobs that when they get a notification on their cell phone, they pull up their app, they open up their brokerage firm, they place the trade, they set their stop loss, and they go about their day. We have construction workers, we've got surgeons, we've got CDL truck drivers that will pull over on the side of the road. When they get a notification, they place the trade, they set their stop loss, they get back on the road, and they keep on driving. That mobile app makes it seamless and easy for you guys to follow along with what we're trading, even if you are preoccupied and busy during the day or you work a regular job. Okay, we are currently sporting in chat just about a 79% win rate between myself and the other moderators. Okay, all of our trades are available on the website for members to see on our trade history journal, where you see every single trade that the moderators have made. You guys can go through and see all of our performance, wins, losses, all of it. You guys see everything. Included in your membership is the same curriculum that I received working at a hedge fund. So the 3 months of the training and the educational program that I went through, I have simplified that material and that education, and I've created a TeachD curriculum. It is a 15-course curriculum where you guys are going to get access to beginner and foundation courses when it comes to stock trading, beginner and foundation courses when it comes to options trading, advanced stock trading courses, advanced option trading courses, trader psychology part 1, trader psychology part 2. There's a new swing trading course we just came out with the other week. There's also a course on how to trade during a market crash. All of these courses are included in your membership for free. There are no upsells ever. There's no special VIP package. There's no special inner circle. There's none of that stuff. You pay one price. You get access to every single thing that we have available in our TTG, in our TTD membership and program. Okay. All of it is included. There are no upsells ever. You also get access to our trade simulator. Okay. You get access to our trade simulator. You can trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time level 2 data. So you can practice trading with fake money while you implement what you learned in the courses. Prove to yourself a level of consistency on the simulator before you start trading with real money. You guys also get access to our stock screener. Our stock screener will help you figure out what are the hot stocks on the day. What are the best stocks that you should be trading that give you the best opportunity to make profit? That's our stock screener. You can filter through thousands of stocks on the day that meet certain criteria, so you know exactly what are the 5 or 10 stocks that you need to be paying attention to throughout the day to make sure that you are always putting yourself in the best possible position to profit. You're going to get access to our stock profile tool. This is our ultimate due diligence companion. You have unlimited access to unlimited downloadable PDF reports for any stock you are interested in. If you're interested in NIO, Workhorse, AMD, Roku, Tesla, you can type in the ticker symbol. You get a downloadable PDF report. This is all included for free in your membership. Okay, where you get stock information, financial information, their earnings. You get all the analyst ratings, how many analysts have a buy, sell, hold rating on the stock. All of that is included to help you make your trading and investment decisions. Along with that, you're going to get over 75 hours of workshops and webinars, video content, educational content. Myself, the other moderators in our chat room, we are constantly doing and conducting workshops and webinars for our members every single month on various trading topics, on stocks, options, mental lessons, technical lessons. We are constantly adding to that stuff. Okay, you have over 75 hours of that content in addition to the courses. This is additional content to the courses. You have access to that. As a member, you can also join those workshops and webinars live. So you can participate with me, the other members in chat, ask questions, and participate in those live. Okay. You will also get included with your membership a free one-on-one mentorship session with any of the pro moderators in our chat. You will also, one of the most important things is that you will also get access to all future courses and all future resources, okay? Because all future courses are included for free. If you sign up today and next month I come out with a brand new course on risk management or level 2 or long-term investing or whatever topic I come out with a new course on, it's automatically included. You do not have to pay extra for courses and resources and tools as we put them out on the website. We are the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price, you get everything. When Netflix comes out with a new documentary, they don't ask you for $15 to watch it. It's included in your membership. Same exact thing applies to True Trading Group. There are no upsells ever. Now, the reason why I said that you guys are in luck, for those of you that were asking, Kev, Tony, William, those of you that are asking about how much is a membership, how do I join, you guys are in luck because right now is the very last day for you to get a 41% discount before our prices go up. Okay. Our TTG920 coupon code expires tonight at midnight. You have 2 hours and 15 minutes left until this coupon code is expired. A regular membership to True Training Group is usually $2,048 for the year. This coupon code gets you a 41% discount. It brings the price all the way down to only $1,198 for the entire year. And you are getting access to every single thing that I just said to you. But this coupon code expires in exactly 2 hours and 15 minutes. So you do not have time to dilly-dally and waste, because the price of a membership is going up tomorrow. This is your last opportunity to take advantage of this coupon code before it is too late. If you want to get access to the same education I received working at a hedge fund, that education is responsible and enabled me to receive a Trader of the Year award. That's what this is. It's my Trader of the Year award from the hedge fund that I used to work at. Okay. That education, if it wasn't for that education, I would not have received the Trader of the Year award. That is how I've become the trader that I am today. I did not figure this out on my own. That education I have simplified, and I've created the courses that are available on the website. So for $11.98, you're getting access to everything that I just said to you, a chance to trade with me and the other moderators live, as well as all those extra features, and a 41% discount before the price goes up after midnight. Okay. After midnight, our price is going up. We've had such an amazing response from people that asked me to extend this sale. This sale was supposed to expire a week ago, but I extended the sale because we had a lot of people that were messaging me. We had a great response to this sale. A lot of people are joining the THD family. A couple of people asked me, hey, things are a little tight right now. I stopped getting my unemployment. I'm saving up. Can you extend the sale one more week? And I said, absolutely sure. Why not? I want to give everybody the opportunity. Everyone that wants to be part of True Training Group, I want to make sure you have an opportunity. And if you're spending the time joining me on these live streams, I want to make sure that you get a discounted price, because if you go and try to join us tomorrow, you're not going to be able to use TTG 920. So you have exactly now 2 hours and 13 minutes left to use this coupon code and get that 41% discount. You guys want to hear an interesting statistic? Because I'm going to tell you one that's going to knock your socks off. On average, 80% of our True Training Group members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back within the first 6 months of their trading. Okay. Their first 6 months of their membership, they're making 7 to 10 times that membership fee back. 80% of them. And of that 80%, 30% are making the money 7 to 10 times that membership fee back within just 1 month. Okay. Within just 1 month. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. I was reading somebody's message. I'm getting a lot of messages from people that were commenting to me. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So like I said, yeah, we have surveyed our members in True Training Group, okay? 80% of them have made 7 to 10 times their membership fee back in 6 months. So think about what that means. Think about this. Let's do the math on this real quick. I'm saying to you that right now you have a chance, and you only have 2 hours and 12 minutes left to do this, but you have 2 hours and 12 minutes remaining to get a 41% discount on a membership. That's going to cost you $11.98. So you can invest $11.98 in yourself right now. If you wait more than 2 hours and 12 minutes, it's going to be $2,048. But if you guys act now, you can get $11.98 price point to invest in yourself, get a professional education, knowing that you have an 80% chance of making $8,000 to $10,000 back within the first 6 months of your membership. That's what the math works out to be. Who in their right mind would not take that deal? If you guys are serious about becoming consistent profitable traders, you're serious about getting a professional education, your opportunity is right now. It is 2 hours and now 11 minutes remaining for you to use this coupon code to take advantage of this offer and have an 80% chance of making 7 to 10 times your membership fee back within the first 6 months. Use this coupon code right here on the bottom of your screen, TTG920. We are also giving people that join a chance to win a Tesla Model 3 in the month of October. Okay. In the month of October, we're doing okay. So we started counting every 300 members that we get into Trading Group. We are giving away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash, whichever you prefer. All you need to do to be part of this raffle is to be a member of True Trading Group. Every member is going to be included in this raffle, and we are going to be giving away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 in cash. So by using this coupon code, not only are you getting a 41% discount, not only are you getting an 80% chance to make 7 to 10 times your membership fee back, not only are you getting in professional education, the courses, all the resources and tools I mentioned to you earlier, but you're giving yourself a chance to win a Tesla. Also in the month of October, it's free laptop Fridays. Okay, every Friday in the month of October, we are going to be giving away 5 Asus laptops to TTG members. Again, all you need to do to be included in that raffle is be a TTG member. Use this coupon code and you will be included in the Tesla raffle. You will also be included in the free laptop giveaway. Okay, where we're going to be giving away 5 laptops every single Friday. Now you only have 2 hours and 9 minutes left before this coupon code is no more. This is your greatest opportunity, guys, to join TTG at this price point, to lock this price point in. When you join, you are grandfathering yourself in at that price. Let's say next year it comes time for your membership to renew. And let's say next year, maybe our membership is $2,200 next year. If you pay $11.98 today, with this coupon code, when your membership renews in a year, you will only pay $11.98. You will not have to pay the higher price that our membership, and I can guarantee you guys, by next year, our membership is going to be more expensive than it is today. So just look at it that way, how much money you're saving, not only today on the discounted 41%, but also how much you're saving a year from now when it comes time for your membership to renew. And I'm sure you're going to want to renew because most of our TTG members stick with the TTG family. We've been around since about 2017. We have many members that have been with us since 2017 and 2018 that are still with us here today. And the reason for that is because they've become better traders, they're making more money, they're getting better, they're becoming more consistent, and they're achieving their goals of financial freedom. That's why we have so many members that are still with us from the very first day that we went public, that we launched to the public with our True Trading Group platform. Okay, so you guys have an opportunity to take advantage of that right now, but you're running out of time. So make sure you act tonight. Then, for those of you that are not yet ready, if you're still unsure, okay, this coupon code expires tonight. But if you're still not sure and you're like, you know what, Mike, this sounds really great, but I'm still not sure, we have a 7-day trial program for just $3. You can try True Trading Group out for 7 days. That's going to get you 7-day access to our member dashboard. It's also going to get you 3 days in our chat room to trade with me live, side by side. You guys can trade with me in chat, see my screen, hear me on the mic, follow my trades if you want. It's also going to get you 3 courses that I put together specifically for the trial program that I think are guaranteed to help make you a better trader. So to get access to that, go to ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. Go to ttgthree.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time, but you're under no obligation to do so. You are also going to get access to our trade history. You guys can see all of our trades. You guys can see all of our trade journals. And you're also going to get access to our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. This is so key. Okay, you also get access to this as a full-time member too. But this is so key. Our Benzinga Pro newsfeed is so crucial, and it's such an amazing feature. I'm going to tell you guys about that in just 1 second. Okay, so again, for those of you that want to join the trial program, it's right there. If you guys want to take advantage of the 41% discount while you still can, while you still have 2 hours and 6 minutes left, you guys can use that coupon code right there. Now, with that being said, I want to dive in and I want to start to talk about a little recap of September, and then let's talk about an outlook let's just talk about an outlook for October. What are we going to talk about? Because there are so much to talk about, and I want to get into my spot option trade. But before I get into my spot option trade, let me talk to you about our Benzinga Live newsfeed, because our Benzinga Live newsfeed is something that's included in your membership. It'll cost you hundreds of dollars a year if you just go and subscribe to it on your own. But we have this included in our chat room for free for all of our members. It is in our chat room. So when our live Benzinga newsfeed, we signed a deal with NASDAQ.com. We get their newsfeed that pulls Benzinga. It is live up to the second breaking news alerts. So today in chat, okay, I got a news alert from our Benzinga newsfeed in our chat room that alerted me to the fact that Mitch McConnell had said in a statement that Democrats and Republicans are still very far away from coming to terms of an agreement on a new stimulus package. That news headline changed the entire sentiment of the day. It changed the entire direction of the market. And I was able to recognize a key technical level on the SPY, and I was able to attack it, jump on it, and ride that trade. You know what? Since I'm talking about this, let's actually recap my SPY trade, because I want to show you how I was able to make 39% today on a large put option position on the SPY because of our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. This is something that's included in your membership, and you guys will all have access to when you sign up with coupon code TGD920. Go to the full screen and let's talk about this a little bit further. Right here, guys, I was looking at a resistance level over 338. Okay, I was looking for resistance at 338. Okay, 338, I was looking for it to be an area of resistance. Why? When I take you guys out to the 15-minute chart and we pan this over, I want you guys to notice this 338 level was previously an area of support back there on the 14th. It was then that previous close on the 16th. We then had the gap down on the 17th. We then rallied on the 17th, only to get denied and fall short of that 338 level. So I was looking at this 338 as a potential technical resistance level to begin with. So this level was already on my screen as an area that I think the market may start to have a little bit of trouble with if it reaches that area there today. Well, what happened there? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to delete that line. Let me draw that line back. Okay, so there's that line around 338. So I'm already looking for there to be resistance at 338 from a technical standpoint. And the SPY got right up to 338, and right there, news hit. We saw this big drop high, and right away we get a news alert in our Benzinga news feed that pops up in our chat room that says, Mitch McConnell says Democrats and Republicans are still far away to coming to terms of an agreement for a new stimulus plan. That was the news headline that came out in our chat room. And right away, I came on the microphone. I said, guys, Mitch McConnell, I read the news out. I go, guys, that's our breaking news. Mitch McConnell just said this. And I said to everybody, everybody understand this. This entire move higher today is based solely on the fact that Secretary Mnuchin pre-market said that things are going well. He's talking to Nancy Pelosi. He's optimistic about them getting a deal, and the markets celebrated, and the markets read off of that news this morning pre-market, and that strength continued into the day. That was the sole reason why the markets climbed high all day today, and we climbed right up into an area of resistance. Once that news headline hit, everything changes. I told everybody, guys, I'm looking at put options. Expect us to give back the entire move today. That is verbatim what I said to everybody in chat. I said this entire move today is on optimism about a stimulus plan because of what Mnuchin said. Now that Mitch McConnell said that they're actually far apart, I said expect this entire move to be unwound. And as that news headline came out, we had this drop. I waited for the first bounce back opportunity. And right there is I bought SPY put options, the 336 strike, Friday's expiration put option. I'll show you guys. Let me actually see if I can pull this up real quick. I'll show you guys my, bear with me here 1 second, guys. I'm going to switch this up a little bit here. I'm going to show you guys the alerts real quick. Okay, there you guys can see there are my trade executions from Lightspeed, and you guys will see that the October 2nd expiration, $36 strike at $2.75. I also got some filled at $2.81. Like I said, guys, I took a big position size, triple digit contract size on this trade, 275 and 281 on those entries on those SPY put options, and there are the trade executions from Lightspeed. Okay. Now, I will take you guys back to the charts, and we're going to talk about the actual trade setup on the charts. I'm going to show you guys where I was able to then start to take my profits off the table. So right away, guys, there is the entry on the trade. Okay, there's the entry on those SPY puts. We immediately dropped down towards 335.50. 335.50 was one little area of potential support that I was looking at. It was a potential little support zone earlier in the day. And I was seeing, just want to be careful here because we had conflicting stories. Like Mitch McConnell said that, but then Secretary Mnuchin, obviously in the morning. So I wanted to just say, okay, let me just take a little piece of profit off right at that 335.50 level. And that's exactly what I did. Right there is where I came in and I started to take some profits off the table on that drop. And I took some profits off at $3.05. We then dropped through that level. We flushed this out all the way down right in front of 334. And 334 was my final take profit target because that was your earlier prior highs. Then you had this little minor support. It was a little bit of a minor level down there. That was my support level. I expected support at 334, and I ended up taking profits and getting flat right in front of 334 on those options at $3.80. Okay, this is a quick trade. This trade only lasted 13 minutes. Okay, this trade only lasted 13 minutes. That's how fast of a drop that we had coming off of that news release. But the point is that this trade would have never been possible if it was not for our live Benzinga news feed in chat. If I did not know why the market dropped like this, okay, I probably do not buy put options. I don't know if I buy put options if I don't know what the reason is. But once I got that news headline in chat, that was enough for me to say, guys, everything changes now. The market is up today because of Secretary Mnuchin's comments in the morning. And this is what I mean how when technical analysis coincides with a fundamental catalyst, that's when you have to attack a trade. That's why I went big size on this trade. You saw the resistance that there was at 338. I already am looking for resistance just on a technical level without the fundamental catalyst. So it just so happens that right at that technical level, I got a fundamental catalyst. That's as good of a trade setup as you're going to get. So I took advantage of this opportunity. I said, wow, not only do I have a resistance level here on a technical standpoint, but I've got a fundamental catalyst that could wipe out the entire reason why the markets are up today. I'm buying puts. And I sucked my teeth into that trade. We rode that thing down and I was able to capitalize on it beautifully. But without the live Benzinga news feed in our chat room, I do not make this trade. Okay, I do not make this trade if it's not for that live newsfeed. These are the resources and tools that are available to each and every single one of our TTG members. There are no upsells for any of these new features and these new tools. It is all included in your membership. We had members in chat that were in call options on the SPY, that were riding the SPY. They bought SPY call options right off a beautiful bounce off of VWAP. Okay, VWAP is acting as a real nice area of support for the SPY today. And traders in our chat room were buying call options. They were capitalizing on that price action. And when that news headline hit, not only was I able to buy put options, but traders that were in calls were able to exit their call options, protect their profit, not lose money on this sell-off because they were alerted to that news headline in our chat room. And some of them even flipped and bought puts. Judy, if you are here in this live stream, Judy, sound off in chat. Judy's one of them. Judy was killing it today in chat, buying call options on the SPY, bouncing off VWAP. She was killing it as a SPY was trading in an upward channel. That news headline hit. She sold her calls. She bought puts, and we rode that thing to the downside. But again, none of it's possible without that news feed. You guys ask me, Mike, where do you get your news? That's it, guys. It is live up to the second news alerts that we are pulling directly from NASDAQ.com that we get through Benzinga. This is included with your membership. Now you're down to 1 hour and 57 minutes. What are you going to do? Are you going to get a professional education, trade with me live in chat, lock in this lower price point, take advantage of the 41% discount? Or are you going to try to sign up in a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months when our price is hundreds of dollars more expensive? What are you going to do? We are providing you with all the tools and resources so you can become the best trader possible. That's why we have access to these news feeds in our chat room. We also have a Squawk Box. Now, what is a Squawk Box? You can actually turn on an audio news headline. We have somebody that in our chat room, okay, with this Squawk Box feature, that when those breaking news headlines come out, they read them out loud to you. So instead of you having to read the news headline as it pops up, you can listen as somebody calls it out verbally and reads the headline to you, whichever is easier for you. But these are things that are crucial for not only today, but the entire month of October. And that's what I want to talk to you about on this live stream. Get ready for a volatile month of October where sentiment can change at the drop of a dime. You saw it today. We were at the dead high. The Dow was up 400 or 500 points. And all of a sudden, everything changed because one person said one sentence. That's how volatile this market's going to be in October, because you are going to get headlines. Stimulus talks are going well, market goes higher. Stimulus talks are going bad, market goes down. You're going to get more presidential debates where Biden is leading. Trump is starting to come back in the polls. They're talking about trade tariffs. They're talking about taxes. That's going to move markets up and down. You're going to get phase 3 clinical trial data updates from a lot of these biotech companies. Don't forget, a lot of these companies gave themselves October, November timelines for phase 3 clinical trials. We are going to be getting updates from a lot of these companies in the month of October. So you better have an up-to-second breaking news service that you can rely on. I'm going to be in our chat room every day relying on our live news feed that is included with our membership, that is included and implemented and integrated into our chat platform. So all you need to do is be in chat to get this news feed. That's what I'm going to be doing to capitalize on SPY option trades where I'm ripping 39% out on a daily basis when sentiment shifts at the drop of a dime because of a breaking news headline. Do you have access to a service like that right now on your own? That's not a rhetorical question. Do you have access to a real-time breaking news service on your own? Because if you don't, you're in deep shit in the month of October. You're going to get caught on the wrong side of trades when sentiment shifts, when headlines cross the wire. You're going to miss opportunities like the SPY put option trade today because you don't know why the markets are pulling in or why the markets are popping. All of this is included in your membership when you guys use coupon code TTG920. And you're running out of time. That coupon code expires at midnight. And to make things even more badass, I'm announcing here tonight with all of you on this live stream that our premium TradingView charting software is going to be live on our website this week. So now, as a member of True Trading Group, not only are you getting a premium TradingView charting software, which will cost you hundreds of dollars if you go get it on your own, you're getting also a live Benzinga Pro news feed, a live Squawk Box audio news feed that will cost you hundreds of dollars if you go and get it on your own. You're getting all of those things included in your membership right here, right now, tonight with this coupon code before it expires at midnight. Not to mention trading with me live, getting the same education that I received working at a hedge fund that allowed me to receive a Trader of the Year award. If you are serious about becoming a consistently profitable trader, I don't know what else to say to you that will get you to take the step, to take the leap, to say it's time for me to invest in myself. If you know that you have an 80% chance to make 7 to 10 times that membership fee back within the first 6 months, on top of us giving you all of these resources and educational tools. The month of October, I expect to be a volatile one because you're going to get these sentiment shifts because we're going to be susceptible to these headlines. And the number one headline that's going to move markets in the month of October is going to be stimulus. So you better have your ears open and you better be paying attention to every single day, every single morning, every single evening if there are updates regarding stimulus. That's what's going to potentially move markets. Then you're going to want to make sure that you have your ears open so that you're listening for vaccine or therapeutic updates. If we get therapeutic clinical trial updates, if we get vaccine updates, that can move markets. Okay, that can move markets. And then, of course, we have the presidential debates, which I actually think the presidential debates are going to be the least factor in moving markets. I don't think that the market is really going to react big one way or the other. I just don't. I don't. Biden will increase taxes, capital gains tax and corporate taxes, which will eat into profits on public companies. You may see a little bit of a pullback, but it's not like the market is scared of of a of a Biden presidency. It's not like, I don't think that, like, Biden right now is leading in the polls. So, but the market's doing fine. The market's moving higher based on stimulus. The market's not moving higher because Biden's leading in the polls, or if Trump is narrowing the margin, or if Trump starts to lead in the polls, the market's going to push higher. The market's not going to, I don't think the market's going to move based on that. The market's going to move based on vaccine, therapeutic, and stimulus. That's what's going to move the market, not presidential debates. I said this on the live stream last night. I did not necessarily think that. I mean, yes, I think maybe you get a little bit of a pullback just because of the higher taxes, which will eat into earnings on some of these companies. So it'll eat into their profit. So it'll affect their earnings. Their earning multiples might be taken down by 1 or 2 points on their earnings multiple. But, is that something that's major, that's going to cause like this major correction in the markets? No. It might give you a little bit of a pullback, but I think it'll be a viable pullback. But the key focus here, guys, like I said, is going to be updates coming out of Washington regarding stimulus. And the best way for you to get those updates is up to the second live from our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Because, like I'm telling you, guys, we got that news alert within seconds. The market did, and it was like newsfeed. Like, we got that alert within seconds. And guys, am I right? TTG members, you guys were in chat when this happened. Am I right? How fast did we get that news alert in chat? And then how fast did we jump on that trade? I would not have made that trade if it wasn't for that feature, guys. Okay? So this is why it's so important for you guys to, this is why we spend the time, the money, developing these tools and resources and implementing and reinvesting back into our platform, because I want to make sure that True Trading Group members have access to every resource and tool that can give them the best opportunity to profit during the day. And that's why we're coming out with the Trading View premium charting software. We already have the Benzinga newsfeed. We already have the Squawk Box. All of these features are for you. We spent the time and the money to develop the mobile app so that our members that are working regular 9-to-5 jobs can still participate and find value and follow our trade alerts if they want, and still participate and know what we're doing in chat. This is why we do all these things, to make sure that you, our members, and our family members have the assets and the tools that you need at your disposal to become the best traders that you can. So if you guys want that 41% discount, you guys have to act before midnight. You are running out of time. Use coupon code TTG920. Does anybody have any questions specifically about what I just talked about regarding the SPY trade, our Benzinga newsfeed? Okay. What you guys tell me. Any questions about the Benzinga newsfeed? Any questions about a membership? Any questions about the SPY? Any questions about October and stimulus? Guys, now is the time to ask if you guys have any questions regarding any of the topics that I just discussed. Yeah, Daniel, that product, our chat room opens at 7:30 a.m. So yeah, our chat room opens at 7:30 a.m. I am not still in SPY puts. No, I think it's too risky to hold directional puts in the overall markets right now. There's enough volatility intraday that there's no need to leave yourself open and susceptible to overnight risk on options, because like I said, it's all about stimulus, and we have news that they agreed on the $1,200 stimulus checks, and now futures are pushing higher. So it looked like we were weak, right? Now after hours we're up 0.5 percentage point. Going into the close, it looked like we were weak, and then you get some more updates. And there you go. So I think it's risky. I think it's risky holding on to full position swing trades on directional markets, on directional moves in the market right now. I just think it's risky. I think you're better off playing the action intraday. Does the market typically get busier or slower towards the end of the year? I'm assuming it slows down during Christmas, but what about November and early December? Um, I've seen both. I don't. I've seen both. I've seen really busy holiday seasons, and I've seen really slow. Um, you have something called the Santa Claus rally, where like typically in between Christmas and New Year's, you get the markets push higher. Usually you'll get people that'll chase gains on some of the performers, but then you'll get stocks that have really gotten beaten down. They'll get beaten down more because of the year end tax selling to realize that loss. They can carry that loss forward on their taxes. So they'll lock in the loss before the year ends, so they can use that that tax loss. So, I mean, sometimes it'll get slower because, people are traveling, people are going on vacation, but that's going to be different this year. A lot of the times you have, it's the holidays like Thanksgiving, the Christmas time, like that's the busiest travel time of the year. People are traveling, they're going to spend time with family. This year, I don't think that you're going to have, a fraction of the amount of people that are going to be traveling, going home for holidays to go spend time with family. You're not going to get that. So a lot of people aren't going to be taking those 1 week, 2 week trips to go visit family. They're going to still be home. They're going to be at work, or they're going to be at their desk. They're going to be trading, So I don't think that you're going to get that same type of travel. So for that reason, I think that we could actually have a pretty busy holiday season. And also think of this: if there's a really good possibility that come November 3rd or come November 4th, we still don't know who the president is. It might take weeks for us to know who won the election. That in itself is going to create volatility in the market. Imagine not knowing who the president is for 2-3 weeks. That's going to create volatility in the market. That's going to run right into Thanksgiving. So, that volatility, it's going to be there. Volatility is going to be there. So I think Q4 is going to give us awesome trading action. I think it's going to be a great trading quarter. I think it's going to be there's going to be a lot of catalysts and a lot of news headlines that can create volatility. You got the election, you've got like the vaccine trials, you've got stimulus. I mean, there's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. So, yeah, that volatility is really good for us, Wale. That volatility is really good for us. Does anybody else have any questions? Anybody else have any questions specifically about the SPY trade? Should we park any money in the VIX or UVXY at these levels? If you have a large portfolio and you want to hedge it, yeah. I just think that the UVXY and the VIX are not really trading they're not trading well. There's no way to sugarcoat it. They're not trading well. If you want to buy volatility, you want to buy some insurance on your positions cheap, then you can do so. But if you're looking for like quick trades, if you're online this time, quick trade, that your money is going to be best suited, in Uvxy and VIX. I think there's much better places for you guys to put your money. No, Anthony Satal, it's not that simple. So Anthony Satal says, so do you just buy your options right at the break below VWAP for puts? No, it depends on the setup. It depends on the trade, depends on the setup. It just so happens that was right around my entry. That was right around my entry for this particular trade, but it all depends on the setup. It all depends on the analysis. There's a lot of things that will determine where I enter my trades. That particular trade setup, it was right around VWAP, but that doesn't, just because it broke beneath VWAP does not mean that you go right ahead, and you start, buy puts every time that the stock breaks below VWAP. That's not a good enough of a trade signal. There's a lot more to it than that. Oh my God, Rick, yes. Rick Kula says, is a TTG membership accessible from a foreign country, specifically the Philippines? Rick, we have members from all over the globe. We have members in the Philippines. We have members in Hong Kong. We have members in Singapore. We have members in Australia. We have members in the Netherlands. We have members in the UK. We have members in Italy. We have members in Russia. We have members from all over the world. Okay, and that is why that mobile app is so important. Because with that mobile app, especially if you're in a different country and the different time zones, that mobile app becomes so useful for you. It becomes so useful for you because you can, whether you might be out to dinner with your wife, or maybe you're playing, you're playing golf, or whatever the hell you're doing. Okay, maybe you're laying in bed and it's like 11 o'clock at night. Okay, maybe you're in bed, and you might get an alert. You might get an alert and you can act on it. Okay, so this is why we have so many of these members. Yeah, there you go, Smiley. Smiley says, I'm a member of TTG because someone from UK told him about it. So there's a member, somebody right there is a member in UK. Guys, we have members from all over the world. How many total members are there? We probably have about 2,500, 2,600 members. Maybe 3,000 members. Between 2,500 and 3,000, probably somewhere in that range. Colin goes, imagine eating dinner with your wife and telling her, sorry, hon, excuse me, but it's TTG. I got to take this. Your wives are going to hate me. And then your husbands are going to hate, all of your family are going to hate me. Who is this Michael Edward always interrupting our dinner? Tell that bastard to shut up. Trying to enjoy my steak. Oh man, cool guys. All right, real quick. Let's before we wrap things up tonight, let's talk about Palantir. A lot of people were interested in the Palantir IPO today. I want to say it was actually a real big debacle today with Palantir. Palantir went public today via a direct listing, not a traditional IPO. Now the thing about direct listings, which is nice, or which is not nice, is nice if you're an investor, not nice if you're if you're trying to become a shareholder. IPOs, the people that get shares, okay, are usually restricted to a 6-month hold. And when a company goes public, their company is creating new shares. Okay, they're creating new shares that they're offering to the public. But these direct listings, you're selling shares of existing shareholders, and there's not a restriction. So these people can come out at the very day that it starts trading, and those insiders and those shareholders that have been part of Palantir has been a private company, 10 years, 12 years, they can come in and they can sell their shares. Now, Morgan Stanley set up a platform for these shareholders so that they could sell their shares on this trading platform through Morgan Stanley today when the stock began trading. As soon as the stock began trading, a lot of those people were not able to access the platform, and they were not able to sell the shares that they wanted to sell. And you got this quick pop in Palantir, and then that issue with the trading platform got resolved, and everybody just came on and started to sell their shares all at the same time. And that's exactly what happened. That is why Palantir did the price action that it did, with that quick pop sideways and then aggressive sell-off. Because this aggressive sell-off, all of those people that could not get onto the platform to sell their shares when it first began trading, they all got access to the platform at the same time, and they all started selling their positions at the same time. And that's when Palantir dropped from 1075 all the way down to 925. Tremendous volume traded today on Palantir, but that's why Palantir dropped all the way down like that in such an aggressive manner. Okay, that's why it dropped like that in such an aggressive manner. It bounced a little bit after hours, but sitting right around that $10 price point, it went public at $10, and it's now trading there just slightly below. We finished a day at 989 on Palantir. Now, my thoughts on Palantir when it comes to long term. I like Palantir long term. I think they're a unique company. I think they are a controversial company. I think they're a company that's going to be in the news a lot. And there's no, the saying, bad press is good press, so there's no such thing as bad press. I think Palantir is a controversial company that is very forward thinking. And I do think the company will do well long term. The founder was one of the original founders of Facebook. Super smart dude, passionate dude. And I think the company will do well. It's just not something that I'm not rushing to the gates to buy Palantir tomorrow. The company's still losing money. But I do think that long term they will do well. I don't buy IPOs usually, guys. I really don't buy IPOs usually. It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. You don't have levels to go off of. The stock is really trying to go through price discovery. I don't trade stocks off of the IPOs, and nor do I invest in them long term right off their IPOs. I usually like to wait for an IPO to at least have 1 or 2 quarters of earnings before I go ahead in there and I start to buy positions in the company long term. Anybody have any questions about Palantir? Anybody have specific questions about Palantir? How am I liking Snowflake at these levels, or is it still too high? I think it's still too high. SPY gap up tomorrow. Yeah, I think the SPY could. Yeah, I think the SPY could gap up tomorrow, especially if we get some more headlines tomorrow morning. Regarding stimulus, talks about them. Coming to an agreement with the $1,200 checks. So I think it's very possible we could gap up tomorrow. What stock am I most excited about a year from now? Probably AMD. Do you also have a hard time when you were a beginner trader and meeting the losing part? Honestly, guys, listen, seriously, it's really not fair to compare anyone's journey in trading to mine, because my journey began at a hedge fund. That's where I learned how to trade. I didn't have to go through this trial and error process that many of you go through. I did not have to, scour YouTube and feed through like all the scam bullshit artists and who actually knows what they're talking about and who's just trying to sell me something. Like, I didn't have to go through all that. I was fortunate enough to where right out of college, I sat down in a classroom style setting, and professional millionaire traders on Wall Street came in and they taught me everything that they know. So it's really not fair to try to compare my journey with yours. Okay, it's really not. And I don't want you. I became profitable within a few months, but again, I had a head start. Like, I had a huge head start. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm humble enough to say, guys, I didn't figure this out on my own. Like, I'm humble to say that I didn't figure this out on my own and I just became this great trader overnight. Like, I had my struggles in the beginning, but I also started with the best foundation of education and the highest quality of mentorship that you can possibly have. My senior portfolio manager at the hedge fund, he was my mentor. I annoyed the hell out of this guy. I would ask him question after question after question. I mean, I would follow him in the elevator. I would go follow him when he would go get lunch. I mean, I would nag this guy to death. Many of you did not have that until you guys joined True Trading Group, and now you guys have access to me whenever you want. You have access to all the other moderators. You can DM us in the chat room. We're always doing private study groups. We're always doing workshops and webinars. You guys now have access to quality mentorship with True Trading Group. That's why I put such an emphasis on mentorship, because if it wasn't for the mentorship that I received at the hedge fund, I wouldn't be the trader that I am today. That's why we provide one-on-one mentorship with True Trading Group, because I know and I understand more than probably most the importance of quality mentorship when you're trying to become a consistently profitable trader. Because if I didn't have the mentorship, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would not be where I am today if it was not for the skill that I acquired working at the hedge fund. And without the mentorship and the education, I would have never acquired the skill. It's that simple. So when you guys join True Trading Group, you're getting a simplified version of that same education. And you're getting an equivalent mentorship, because I pride ourselves and the TTG name and brand on being there to mentor our members. So that's what you guys are getting access to. And you're running out of time. You now only have an hour and 27 minutes. You have an hour and 27 minutes before the coupon code you see on your screen, TTG920, expires. So a regular membership to True Trading Group is usually $2,048 for the year. With this coupon code TTG920, you are going to get access to a full membership for only $1,198, and you're going to lock yourself in at that price so that next year, when it comes time to renew your membership, you will still only pay $1,198. You will not pay $2,200, whatever our membership fee is a year from now. And I guarantee you it'll be higher a year from now. So you can lock yourself in at this specific price point. Get access to our daily chat room every single day where I'm sharing my screen with you. I'm live on the mic, breaking down my trade analysis every step of the way, telling you what I'm buying before I buy it, telling you what I'm selling before I sell it. All of this is included, guys, with your membership. You guys get access to all of the courses: beginner stock trading, advanced stock trading, beginner options, advanced options. You guys get access to all of this, all of our swing trading course, our trader psychology, all of our new courses. You get access to our trade simulator, our stock screener, our Benzinga newsfeed, our audio Squawk Box, over 75 hours of workshops and webinars, a free one-on-one mentor session. All of this is included, and we're about to release our new premium TradingView charting software. All of that is included for only $1,198 when you use coupon code TTG920. And on top of that, you get a chance to win a Tesla and a chance to win a brand new laptop. And on top of that, you've got an 80% chance to make 7 to 10 times that membership fee back within the first 6 months of your membership. If you are not ready to take advantage of this offer, you never will be. If you're tired of trading on your own, you're tired of trying to figure things out, you're sick of the trial and error, you're sick of losing, get a professional education, invest $1,198 in yourself to have an 80% chance to make 8 to 10 grand back in 6 months. Give your chance with the same professional education that I received working at a hedge fund. Stop going about this on your own. It's time to get serious about your financial future. It's time to get serious about you becoming a consistently profitable trader. And it all starts with education. Use coupon code TTG920 before time expires. You've got less than an hour. You got an hour and 25 minutes left to use this coupon code. And I'm going to leave you guys all tonight with that one fact. 7 to 10 times your membership fee within the first 6 months of your membership. 80% of our members are achieving that stat. Of that 80%, 30% of them are making 7 to 10 times their fee back in just 30 days. And it's a testament to the education, the resources, the mentorship, the camaraderie, the community, and the platform that we have built into your training group. And if you are ready to become part of the TGG family and start your journey to becoming a consistently profitable trader, use coupon code TTG920 right now. You have an hour and 24 minutes left. I'm challenging you to get serious about your future. I'm challenging you to put in the work. I'm challenging you to get in chat and trade with me live and become part of that 80% statistic. And hell, why not have some fun while we're at it and give yourself a chance to win a Tesla? That's what TTG is all about, guys. So again, 1 hour and 24 minutes remain. Use this coupon code TTG920. Get a 41% discount before the price goes up tomorrow. TTG920 coupon code will be gone at midnight tonight. 1 hour and 23 minutes from now, you will no longer be able to use that coupon code. So stop wasting time. We're going to wrap up this live stream. I want to thank all of you for joining me on the stream tonight. If you have not done so already, smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on your notification bell. Make sure you guys never miss another live stream or educational video that I post up on this channel with free content to help you become a more consistently profitable trader. Guys, use that coupon code TGD920. It was a blast having you all join me here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I'm going to go catch the second half of the Yankee game. It looks like the score is tied currently. It's Yankee playoff baseball. I'm excited. I'm excited because I banked on some SPY put options today. Thank you for my Benzinga Pro newsfeed. If you guys want to be able to capitalize on some trades off of breaking news events, just like I did today, get your butts in chat. Use that Benzinga Pro newsfeed. I'll show you guys how to use it. No problem. I used it today, and it paid off, and it paid off big. Get your butts in chat. TGD920. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. You guys were great. I love all of you. Get serious about your future. Use that coupon code, guys. You're running out of time. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.